let's go over our study guide. Let me work each problem so that we'll have that ready to go. Number 1 says find the solution, and it's x plus 2y equals 4 and 2x plus 3y equals 8.
Wait, didn't we already do this?
We did. We went over it yesterday, but I want to be sure that I get everything worked out. So I want
We're going over the rest of it?
We're going over all of it. Help me work this one, Gentry. What would you do?
I would get, I'll use elimination.
Okay.
I'll multiply the top by
Multiply the top by -2. So it's negative 2x minus 4y is negative 8. And 2x plus 3y is 8. Okay? Negative 1y is 0. Y is 0. Now what? Okay. Number two, y equals negative 3x plus 2, and y equals 2x minus 2. Now, I know you can solve it by graphing, but I want you to solve it algebraically. We're going to practice doing that. Help me do that, Jake. It doesn't matter, no. Okay. No, you can do that. That'll work.
Multiply the first one by 2 and the second one by 3.
Well, this will work. This will work. Watch. Zero equals 5x minus 4. Okay. Okay. Then we'd have to plug it in. Yes, it is, but I just want to practice doing substitution on this one. So 8/5 minus 10, that'd be negative 2/5. 4/5, negative 2/5. Where does it look like it crosses at that location? Which graph looks like it crosses at 4/5, negative 2/5? Somewhere about right there. Which one? C. And the easiest way to do this one would be do it on the calculator. Can you put it in your calculator and graph it? And y1 and y2? Number 3. You can do y equals mx plus b, Braden, but you could also just put it in your calculator.
Mx plus b, the points never end up on.
Well, let's do mx plus b. Let's start this one at where? Where's this one start? 2, right? And go down 3 and over 1. That's that line. The next one starts at negative 2 and you go up 2 and over 1. So then you know you've got the right graph. 3 says y equals x plus 10 and y equals 2x minus 3. What would be your strategy for this one? Brandon? Okay. If it were not multiple choice, what strategy would you use? Substitution. X plus 10 equals 2x minus 3. Subtract x from each side. 10 equals x minus 3. Add 3. 13 is equal to X. Then when you plug that back in, you get 23 for Y. Answer choice B. Number 4. Number 4 says find the value of B that makes this system have a solution of 3, 5. Now let me tell you about that. If they tell you that 3, 5 is the solution, that means that when X is 3, Y is 5. So I would substitute those values in place of X and Y in this equation. 5 equals B times 3 plus 2. And then I would just solve it. B is 1. So my answer choice here is D. Number 5, Y equals 3X plus 4 and Y equals 3X plus 5. Talk to me, KK, about this problem. The question says, don't find the answer, just classify it as no solution, which, what does it mean for it to have no solution? What kind of lines are they? Which makes them parallel. She said same slopes, different y-intercepts. That's a no solution. What's a one solution? That's what most of these are, right? Most of the time we get an answer. Are there slopes? Not really. Nobody said anything about what they don't have to have. They actually have different slopes. And the y-intercept can be the same because that could be where they cross. What about infinitely many solutions? It's the very same line. So the slope is the same and the y-intercept is the same. So tell me which category this pair falls in. No solution. So this answer choice for number 5 is A. It is no solution. You could see that like that sometimes. Okay, number 6, same type problem. Y equals negative X minus 2 and Y plus 2 equals negative X. Hallie Kate, help me do this one. Are we ready to make a decision, or does one of these need some rearranging? Okay, so which one am I going to rearrange? Okay, by doing what? So y equals negative x minus 2. So I'm comparing this and this. Okay, do you have a question? Yes, but I want you to understand it, okay? So you're comparing these two, so tell me which category they fall in. Infinitely many. They have everything the same. 7 is the same type of problem. Y equals 4x minus 3. Y equals x minus 5. Leah, this one's yours.
You wouldn't really have to do anything because the slope and the y-intercept are different. So it would be one solution.
One solution. Good. Number 8. Solve the system using substitution. Y equals 3x plus 5 and y equals 2x plus 9. 3x plus 5 is equal to 2x plus 9. Set those equal. And then what do you do next? Jared, what do you do here?
You would, okay, on 8, you would, oh, okay, I did this one differently.
What'd you do? You just tested out your numbers to see which one worked?
Yeah, that's what I did.
Okay.
I did it on one.
That's a valid method, but let's practice this method since we got it up here. This is called substitution. So help me solve this equation. That's what I want you to do.
You subtract 5.
Okay? So 3x equals 2x plus 4.
Then I use
We're going to subtract 2x from each side because I'm trying to get all the x's on one side and the numbers on another. So I get x is 4, so I plug it in. 2 times 4 plus 9, 2 times 4 is 8, and 8 plus 9 is 17. So my answer here is 417, which is D. Number 9. Braden, help me do this one. Okay.
That's it.
There we go.
Equals 4x subtract 3x. And x equals 5.
Okay.
And you just split the answer with 5 of x, and that's 8.
Okay, good job. 10. Raiden Vines, this one's yours. What do you think you should do? Multiply the bottom? What you want to multiply it by? -2? Are you trying to get rid of something? No? Tom, you had your hand up. What are your thoughts?
Substitution.
You want to use substitution? Tell me what that means.
When you equal them, you substitute 3x.
He's thinking that since this is equal to y and this is equal to y, that stuff I circled has to be equal to each other. Okay? Go ahead, Tom, finish this one.
Then you subtract 2x from 3x. And the 5 equals 100. X equals.
What answer choice is that? B. 11. 11 says the sum of two numbers is 82. The difference is 8. Write and solve a system of equations that describes this situation. Okay, who have I not asked? Brianna, you got your hand up. B. X plus y is 82. X minus y is 8. Yes, it satisfies the equation. 12. Question 12. 6x plus 3y equals -12. And 6x plus 2y equals -4. Okay. Brianna, go ahead.
Okay. So you multiply
By 2? Okay.
no, you multiply by -1 and
I just couldn't understand.
-1.
Okay. Go ahead.
And then look at x over y.
so I got y is -4. That's not one of my answer choices. What did I do wrong? Oh, this is not 8. What is that number? -4. So what should my answer have been? +4. So this ought to have been 8. Okay. Get that error corrected. Now what do you do?
-12 plus 4 is -2.
So what's next?
What?
You're gonna do put y equals the top bracket.
X is 2. So I get 2, -8, which is B. Number 13 works very similarly. Number 13, when you combine those two equations, you're going to get 6x is equal to 30. X is 5. 5 times 3 plus 2y is 21. 2y is equal to 6. Y is 3. So this is 5, 3, which is B. 14, Gentry.
B.
Tell me how to work it.
Yeah, I multiply the bottom by -5.
Okay, multiplying by -5. So -5x minus 40y. What's 34? Is it 170? Help me out here.
It's -34 is the U.S. estimate.
And then, okay, yeah, we got it. 30x plus -18 plus 70, which is 152. And then just divide by -38.
And what do we get?
-4.
Negative who?
-4.
Okay.
So I get B.
So which answer choice is this?
B.
Okay. And what was the answer to 15? We called it out yesterday. D? Okay. 16 says 5x equals 9 plus 3y.
Do you have any safety pins?
No.
You know those little nails or something?
No, I don't have anything.
Okay.
So what are we going to do for this one? What's your strategy on this one? Aaron, help me work this problem. You're an ace #1 math student. Divide the top one by 5, okay.
No, just ask me. What?
Now what are we going to do with that? Put it where?
Leave that there.
Put it here? Okay.
So now bracket here.
Yeah. So tell me how it looks.
Fine there.
27/5 plus 9y/5. So 12y is equal to, go ahead and give me the decimal and add it to 15. What do you get?
You add 15 and 27/5 is 20.4.
27/5 is 5.4, and when you add it to 15, you get 20.4.
Yeah.
What's 9/5? 1.8.
Yeah, 1.8.
Subtract the 1.8y.
Work it out.
10.2y equals 20.4. What do you do next? Divide. Y is 2. Who's got a different strategy for that problem? Jonathan Mitchell, tell me how you would work this problem.
You can just multiply the top one by -4.
Multiply the top one by what?
-4.
So this is going to be negative 20x equals negative 36 plus negative 12y. And the bottom one says 12y equals 15 plus 3x. Now what am I've got to do something else because nothing will eliminate right now.
Oh, that's
Did I do something wrong?
it's supposed to be multiplied by. Oh, never mind. It's okay. You just had.
Oh, I could have just multiplied.
All you had to do was subtract 12.
So now that I multiplied by positive 4,
Yeah.
I need to rearrange it's what I need to do. I need to put the 3x over here, and it's going to be minus, and it's going to equal 15 stays put, the 12 comes over here and becomes negative. I rearranged that. Now these will cancel, and I get 17x is equal to 36 and 15. And when you divide, what do you get?
3.
So x is 3. Then you can plug in. Either method works. That's a tougher problem, but either method works. Okay, 17 says, a jar contains only nickels and dimes, and there's a total of 60 coins. The value of the coins in the jar is $4.45. Solve an elimination to find the number of nickels and dimes in the jar. Okay, nickels plus dimes equals what? 60. The value of a nickel is 5. The value of a dime is 10, and the total value is $4.45. I took all the decimals out because that's the way they've been working these. So tell me how you would use elimination here. Multiply by -5. So -5n minus 5d is -300.
-300?
Well, when you multiply -5 times 60. Isn't that right?
Right here.
These are going to cancel. 5d equals, what's one, is it 145? Divide by 5. 29 dimes. So how many nickels? 31. Okay, 18. Everybody take your calculator out. We're going to put this in our calculator. It says y, and I'm going to talk about the greater than and less than in just a few minutes. Right now, let's just leave it as y equals 3x minus 5, and we're going to graph it. Now, y'all know that greater than and less than means you're going to do some type of shading. So, you've got the line drawn that says y equals 3x minus 5. You're either going to shade above the line or below the line. Whichever side makes the equation true, or the inequality true. Well, how do you know if it makes it true? You're going to have to test a point. And it doesn't matter what point you test. Okay? You can test any point you like. What's the easiest point in the whole wide world to work with? 0, 0. So I'm going to test 0, 0. That means that I'm going to try 0 for x and 0 for y. So I'll plug in here. Is 0 really less than 3 times 0 minus 5? Is 0 really less than -5? Is that true or false?
It's more than -5.
So my question is that true or false? False. So this side, look at this side of the graph gave me a false answer. So that means this is the true side. One side's true and one side's false. This is the false side, so this is the true side, so this is where you would shade. So let's see. Which one's shaded there? Which one's graphed correctly? Let's see, -5, slope is 3 over 1, and shaded over here. So that one is C. Now let me tell you one more step about this, okay? If you have this symbol or this symbol, you need a dotted line. If you have this symbol or this symbol, you need a solid line. Look at these lines. Are these dotted or solid? These are all dotted, okay? Let's go to the next one.
So how can you tell which side is true and which side is false without it?
We tested a point. We tested, this was our test point.
No, but how can you tell which side is true, which side is false?
If the point, when plugged into the equation, gives you a false answer, it's the false side.
If 0, 0's on the clear side, that makes it the false side.
Look, this is the original way it looks. You don't know where to shade. So you test 0, 0. If you get true, you shade that side. If you get false, you shade the other side.
Okay, so if 0's on the white side, and it turns out false, it's the false side.
Yes, when you use 0, 0, and it turns out false, that side's false and you leave it alone. When it turns out true, you shade it. Let's do the next one. Go to your calculator. Y equals -2x plus 4. And we're going to graph it. It is supposed to be a dotted line. The calculator won't quite do that at this point. It's supposed to be a dotted line, and let's see, where do we think we need to do? We're going to test a point. What point do y'all want to test? 0, 0. So 0 really greater than -2 times 0 plus 4. Is 0 really greater than 4? No. That's false. So on this graph, this is the side that contains 0, 0, and it's false. So you don't shade it. You shade this side.
And there's only one graph with that side shaded.
Now let me show you one more thing. On your calculator, press apps. And go down to inequals. And hit enter. You can continue. Now, when inequals is an active app on my computer, and I am setting on the equal sign, I have options at the bottom, and it's the symbol. And which symbol would I need for this problem? I need this symbol right here. To access that, I press alpha and that button, and it gives me that symbol. And then when I graph it, it not only shades the correct side, if you look closely, it also has a dotted line. Okay? Did yours do that? Are you here at this screen?
I'm gonna retry it. I'm gonna go to equals and then try that.
Jordan? Get one that does. Just swap them out. Just go find one that does. There's 2 or 3 laying right there.
Mine just looks bigger, like the graph.
Zoom 6.
I got you, Jesse.
Oh.
Jesse, I got you.
Zoom 6? Oh, there it is. Like that?
Alright, here we go. The next one says, Adam, does yours work? Okay. Just look on with Adam, Jordan. You got one? Good. So it says solve the equation. Solve the equation. So number 20 says 3/8x equals 27. So what do we do here to solve? Maggie. What do you do to solve that one? Gwen, what do you think? Divide both sides by 3/8, which really means you're multiplying both sides by 8/3. These will all cancel, and x will equal 27 times 8 divided by 3 is 72. So number 20, the answer is 72, which is D. 21, 9D equals negative 54. Okay, Chloe?
Wait, 20 is D?
Mhm.
What's 19?
A. Chloe? What do we do here?
Divide by 9.
And what's my answer?
D.
D, which is negative 6. Okay.
Now
22.
let's add.
Alright. Brayden, what do you do here?
Subtract 7.
Good. Then?
Minus 12.
Good. So x is negative 80, which is A. 23. Jesse?
You subtract 5 and then you divide by 8.
Which means you multiply by 7/3. So x is 7. 24.
Wait, what's. Oh, yeah.
24 says 37 minus 18 plus 8W equals 67. Okay, Leah, help me do this one.
You would you go ahead and subtract from the plus
Yes,
minus
I
2?
sure would. What's that give you? 19 plus 8W is 67.
Subtract 19
Good.
which is 28, and then divide by 8,
Good.
which is 4.
Alright. 25. Jonathan?
So I distributed,
Good.
took out 27. What?
27?
27 divided
Good.
minus 72. And then I added 72 to both sides. And then 27y equals 81. And divided by 27, y is 3.
Good job. 26.
Wait, what's number 25?
What was the answer there?
D.
D. 26. Okay. Whose turn? Jonathan Mitchell, help me do this one.
Subtract 3x.
Okay.
Add 5.
Okay.
And then divide.
Good job. 27. What do you know about an isosceles triangle?
They're 2 sides equal.
Two sides are equal, so x plus 3/8 equals 16. And when you solve, what do you get?
12.2.
X is 12.2, which is B. 28. What kind of angles are those? These are vertical. Write that down. Vertical angles. And they are congruent. So 4A plus 12 equals 3A plus 32.
What exactly does vertical angles mean?
They're directly across from each other. They're created when two lines intersect, and they're the ones that are across. These two right here would be called adjacent because they're side by side. And then this two would be adjacent. But since these two are directly across from each other, they're vertical. Subtract 3A. A plus 12 is 32. Subtract 12. A is 20. So you're going to find A, which is 20. And then when you plug in, you'll get 92. Which of these is an identity? Which one did y'all get to be an identity? What is an identity? What are we even talking about?
One that ends up exactly the same.
If you solve it, you get 7 equals 7. or 3 equals 3. Which one worked out that way for y'all?
B.
Did everybody get that? 30, Ronald's setting up an aquarium. Fish cost $2 each, the aquarium's $40. Fish are $3 across town, the aquarium's $36. So, right and solving the system, X fish. 2x plus 40 is the first one, equals the cost. And 3x plus 36 is the second one's cost. Solve the system. So I would solve it by what means, guys?
Elimination.
You could, but I think I'd use substitution.
Oh, well, yeah.
You could do it either way. So 40 equals x plus 36. X is equal to 4. What does that tell me? What's x equal 4 tell me?
I forgot that you could do the side by side thing without it.
X is 4. What does that mean? Cost is the same for 4 fish. That's what that means. Write and solve a system of equations to represent the cost of X fish and an aquarium at each store. Solve the system. What does the solution represent? 4 is the first part of the solution. Now when I plug it back in, what's 3 times 4? Plus 36. Well, what if I plugged it in the top one? What's 2 times 4? Plus 40. So the cost is the same for 4 fish. That cost is $48. If Ronald wants 5 fish, where should he purchase them? 4 fish cost the same at each place. If I get an extra fish at the first place, the price goes up how much? If I get an extra fish here, it's going to go up $3. So which one's going to be cheaper for 5? The first one.
I don't get where you're going with this. This one has so many steps, I didn't even see it.
Okay, let's talk about it again. Come see me, we'll talk about it. 6 series.